Oh man, Chase and Invisigal are really button heads in this one.
Where are you going? Where are you going? It's like seeing somebody wander off into the fucking forest.
Nah, maybe it's fatherly love. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a video for Dispatch. This one's going to be doing my next review for Dispatch, the next round of episodes of Dispatch. This is for episode 5 and 6. We've got 2 episodes left remaining now after this, so that's one more week of Dispatch, and then that'll be it for the series. That sounds like for good. It sounds like this series is only going to be one season. So, you guys know I would like another season, but I don't know if they're going to do it. I've heard they're working on a fantasy game next, so we'll check that out. If anything kind of proves one thing to me is that Ad Hoc is worth looking into when they have a new game. You know what I mean? Like, it's worth seeing what they have next. So, I'm definitely going to check out this next game they have, but I've really been enjoying Dispatch, man. It's been really good, and these episodes are really good. Now, episodes 5, we'll start with 5. 5 was really good because you got to see a little bit of the backstory of him when he was Mecha Man, when he was in the suit, when he was, going after bad guys and stuff, and you kind of saw him in his outfit and basically telling the cops to, kind of stand back and stuff. And you kind of saw a little bit of him in his element before, obviously, the outfit and the suit got ruined. So I thought that was really cool to kind of see some flashbacks spread out throughout this. Meanwhile, obviously, you still got the rest of the team doing missions. Obviously, same old, same old. You helped them on some of their missions and stuff. And, well, this episode's a little bit more unique because we actually get to see him go to, Robert go to, this, party or whatever, where you have all these soups that are there, and, at least in the version that I played, you actually get to see not only, a bar fight, you get to see, a massive fight going on with some of these, drunken, soups, but you also introduce yourself to everybody, and you find out everybody's name, which I thought was really cool. You have Invisigal, that's, Courtney, and the other ones, there were so many damn names, honestly, it's hard to keep track of, but it was cool to kind of, get to know them a bit more as people rather than, kind of just, part of the team, you know what I'm saying? So that was really cool. And I did like how we had, the one dude there, and he was just like, I'm too damn big to fit inside, you know what I mean? So I thought that was kind of cool. It was great. It was a great episode. It was really good, lore building for the characters. It was good backstory a little bit there for Robert, and I thought it was a really, really well-told episode. It was a nice kind of episode after all the hard choices you had to make last episode to kind of just, get some fun action scenes and some bar fights and some, the team kind of, for the first time ever, it felt like they were working as a team. Not behind the screen, not behind anything. It felt like they were all there, helping each other out, and that's what I liked about episode 5. I thought it was really good. So for episode 5, I got a 10. I thought it was perfect. I thought it was really fun. Yes, I opened up to these people. That was one of the big choices they give you in this one. I definitely did. I thought that was a really good thing. I also kind of kept my distance from Invisigal in a romantic type of way because, obviously the choice I made last episode was with Blonde Blazer. So obviously I ain't going to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to be that guy. You know what I mean? You never want to be that guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely very cool stuff there. Now, episode 6, I thought was even better. I mean, this one kind of starts off with something pretty damn insane right away. You've got them testing out, Mecha Man's, new suit, of course. Basically, unfortunately, Rod doesn't get the right, controls, and unfortunately it blows up in front of everybody. Everybody's watching this, and Robert is luckily in the suit, so he's not too affected, but he does get massively injured in this one, and he's actually out of commission there for the rest of that day. And you see him, he's there, he's in the hospital, you know what I mean, and you got him right by his side, until he wakes up, and he's like, look, man, I'm sorry, you know what I mean? He's like, no big deal, you know what I mean? And they're kind of thinking to themselves, like, hey, take the day off, maybe take the day off, it's probably a good idea. And he's like, no, I'm just going to get right back to it, and you can tell that's kind of crazy because, when he's in the hospital, he's not affected by this. He's not, worried about this. He kind of, shoves it off, you know what I mean? And I thought that was really insane, honestly. I thought he'd be kind of out of commission for the episode potentially, and maybe we, focus on other characters or something. I kind of thought that's where it was going, but no, he goes right back to work, and you got Blonde Blazer there that's kind of doing his job for him, and she's kind of like, wait, like, aren't you supposed to, be going home? And he's like, no, I'm staying, I'm gonna keep going, and she's kind of impressed by this, you can kind of tell, you know what I mean? So you can definitely tell, at least in the version I got, that there's still stuff going on between the two of them, so that's still playing out, I thought it was great because in this episode, you got like this housewarming party that's thrown for Robert, and you kind of have, a few of them, they're kind of like, getting aggressive and stuff. And then, well, you got Chase, the old man, who kind of finally has enough of Invisigal and her attitude and the way she kind of carries herself and the stuff she's doing, and he kind of blows up in her face in this one, under the influence, of course, and, they kind of have a little bit of a fight, you know what I mean? And I kind of find Invisigal badass, though, because like, the moment, like, she's like, all right, fine then. You want to accuse me of all this stuff? You want to, fight with me and stuff? She goes invisible, and then 2 seconds later, punches him right in the face and storms out the fucking door, So, I thought that was great. And then you have Blazer, of course, that kind of walks up to Robert, and she's like, listen, I'm sorry for this. I didn't mean for any of this to happen, And he's like, no, it's fine, and then he walks out with Chase, and they kind of talk with each other, you know what I mean? And they kind of have a bit of a discussion and, stuff like that. And you can kind of tell that, look, Chase is a good guy. He doesn't put up with, Invisigal's crap. And, she is a troublemaker, so I do understand his point, to be honest. I do. But, Invisigal is a really badass member of this team, you know what I mean? And we kind of see that put to use later on in the episode when she kind of sneaks in there by, obviously, not even by Robert's command. She just goes in there to get part of, what they need for the suit. And, well, unfortunately, she almost gets taken out. Like, she literally, it gets close, you know what I mean? She's on the ground. She's got this one guy that's coming up to her and stuff like that, and he's trying to guide her through it, but it doesn't work, you know what I mean? And then Chase does a brave act. He actually speeds off and saves her life and saves Invisigal in the end. So it shows you that he does care about her in the end. And it seems like, though, in doing that, which I was pretty surprised, it seems like he has been knocked down, and it seems like he is unconscious, and it seems like this could have killed him, potentially? I don't know. I guess maybe he is old now, and, he his powers, take a lot out of him, but it sounds like he might be dead, quote-unquote. I don't know. I wasn't... Look, I'm not 100% sure. I've heard theories about it. I've heard, whether or not, like, oh, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I'm going to say, I think, if he isn't already, he's going to be dead in early episode 7. That's where my mind is at. But again, like, because especially, like, we only have 2 episodes left, it kind of feels like that's where this is going. But at the same time, you never know, I suppose. You never know where they're going to go with it. But I thought that was really sad, given their interaction, their previous interaction that they had before. And Chase was definitely MVP of this episode, 100%. Him and Invisigal were definitely my favorites of episode 6. My favorite of episode 5 was Robert, probably, just in general. But I would say for episode 6, it was definitely a toss-up between either Chase or Invisigal. I'll probably give it to Chase, honestly. He seemed to have a lot of really big stuff in this one, so I'd probably give the points to him. But yeah, no, incredible episodes. Both of them, I'd give a 10. I got a 10 for episode 5 and a 10 for episode 6. These were fantastic episodes. This game is so much fun. It's such an enjoyable experience. It's such a just great time, honestly. It feels like I'm playing a Telltale game, and I mean that. That's why I've stayed with this game up to this point, and we'll cap it off, obviously, next week with the series finale, based off the looks of it, so we'll definitely do that. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope Ad Hoc sees the success of this game and they decide to kind of go back on their word and do another season, because this shit is so much fun, it's so entertaining, and it's honestly such a fun choice-based game. And obviously, we don't have The Walking Dead Telltale anymore, or Wolf Among Us that's in a production hell, so honestly, it's nice to get another game like this, and honestly, it feels like it's been forever since I played a game like this. So, genuinely great time, y'all. Let me know your thoughts on both of these episodes. Which one did you like more than the other? And do you agree with me that these are some flawless flawless episodes. I still think the episodes are too damn short, I'm gonna be honest, but it's not a story issue, so I'm not gonna knock any points down for that. I do hope that next week we get some longer episodes. I think that would be great, especially if that's it for, the series, but again, we'll have to see what they end up doing. So anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button to not miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.